Welcome back to another episode of the Pin High Podcast presented by Golficity. This week we're going to recap Jason Kokrak's win at the Houston Open. Some big guys were at the top of the leaderboard there. Scotty Scheffler, Matthew Wolff was up there. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about our picks for the RSM Classic down in Sea Island. We'll maybe talk a little bit about the Sea Island boys. And we'll cap off the episode with a brand new Pin High Par 3 course. We'll get a little bit into that for some of the OG listeners. So let's get into it.
This is Jordan Spieth here, and
this is the Pin High Podcast.
All right, so before we get inside the ropes, let's give a little shout out to one of our sponsors, Charlotte's Web CBD. Obviously, we've been having the sleep aid gummies for the past, I don't know, it was like COVID that we started partnering with them, I think. Those are great. Obviously, put you right to sleep. And they also just came out with the Daily Wellness gummies. I've been taking those. They're raspberry lime. Take 2 like the beginning of the day. Helps with like muscle healing and sleep. Promotes a healthy sleep schedule. So get after that. Go to charlotteswebcbd.com. Let's get inside the ropes. Jason Kokrak this week. He went 5 under on Sunday to kind of not come out of nowhere, but I saw a stat where he started 8 under in his first 36 holes or something like that, or
first 2
27 holes. Yeah, and then all I know is he made the cut at 1 under, I think.
Made it like on the dot.
Yeah, he made the cut at 1 under on the dot, on the number.
Oh my god!
And then won the tournament. Because
never hear that happen.
Scotty Scheffler went even. Scotty Scheffler was leading going into Sunday, I believe, or he was in second. He was in the final pairing, and he shot even par, and he was already at 7 under. So that kind of shows, the kind of day that Jason Kokrak had, going 5 under.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Kokrak, a guy that we picked as our first round leader last week. So it definitely was a guy that we thought could win at a course like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I'm not surprised at all that Jason Kokrak won this tournament. And honestly, the guy keeps winning tournaments. Like last year he won 2, I believe, and he's now won another one early this season. You say what you want about him, but he wins.
We picked him to be our first round leader. We were a little bit off with that again. But, obviously a little bit close there where we had the right idea.
Yeah, and then, I do want to speak about Scotty Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler ended up T2. It was 8 under for the tournament. On Thursday, I remember texting you guys. I was like, oh, yeah, Scotty Scheffler's winning this tournament. I don't even think he was, that close to the top of the leaderboard, but it felt like Scotty Scheffler's tournament, and, I was kind of surprised to see him come out on Sunday, and I think he started off 2 or 3 over through his first, 7 holes or something like that.
I think you texted it once he had the 8 under day to go to 6 under.
1 under for the day. Yeah. It's just it seemed like he was going to win this tournament, and he just kind of had a stinker on Sunday.
Also, we did say last episode, we were like, all right, so some pretty obvious guys have somehow been winning the tournaments. And I was like, who do you think is the obvious guy? And
I said Scotty
Cheek
Scheffler.
said Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah,
Scotty Scheffler.
I was surprised he couldn't get it done on Sunday, just how good of a player he is. But, hats off to Jason Kokrak, went 5 under. Joel Damon also went 5 under on Sunday and ended up 6 under for the tournament. Same thing with Robert Streb, 5 under for the tournament. I think the score of the day was Denny McCarthy at 6 under for the day. So there was some low scores happening on Sunday, but Scotty Scheffler wasn't one of them. So.
Yeah. Well, even for low scores, 6 under is not usually in a tournament like this, an off schedule, kind of off season tournament, 6 under is not low enough, on some days.
Right, but
and then for Kokrak to go 66, 65 to making a cut on the number, that's when was the last time we heard about someone making a cut on the number and then winning the golf tournament?
Right,
that never happens.
I don't know. I remember hearing
that's impressive,
and just being that. I had to double check myself when I was thinking about that, because I don't think I can remember the last time that's happened. Because I always see, for instance, like say I picked Colin Morikawa and he makes a cut like on the number, just right above the number. I'm like, oh, he's not gonna win this week. And usually you'll see them occasionally, guys like that, like get into like the top 20 because they have a good weekend, but you never see them come out of nowhere to win it. But I think that kind of plays into the fact that the Houston Open course this year played pretty difficult.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was about to say.
Like,
Last year, I think the winning score was 13 under. This year, the winning score is 10 under. That's not very low for a off-season event, I would say. So I kind of like that they're bringing this event like this to a course like this.
For a November golf tournament, you love to see a 10 under winning score because I remember on Sunday I looked at the leaderboard. I looked at what the guys were shooting, who was at the top, with Matthew Wolff, Jason Kokrak, and Scotty Scheffler, and I watched a good so a portion of it. I was flipping in and out between that and football, but it's nice to have one of those in the fall that you're actually really interested in.
The last person to win a tournament after making the cut on the number was Brandt Snedeker at the Farmers Insurance Open in 2016. That was the last time that happened. I don't know what the cut was. The cut was -1. He made it on the number, and he won at 6 under par. So it sounds like it has to happen at a tournament where the scores are not very low. Like this was a perfect kind of tournament that, like we said, like we liked how it wasn't like 22 under. Like if it was 22 under, Kokrak probably wouldn't have had a chance. Or so if the winning score was 22 under, or even like probably 16 under, you probably wouldn't have had a chance if the cut was -1 or something like that. It made every shot matters that much more. I feel like, even if I know it does in any tournament, obviously, and like you have to make more birdies in those turns, but like it's less. A player like Sky Scheffler's quality, being the lead in the final group, and a course in a place where the scoring's not super low, and you're thinking, okay, all he has to do is go a couple under par, and he's got it, and he won under par, he doesn't get it done.
He was at 7 under par going into the day, was 9 under par going into the back 9.
Wow.
And all he would have had to do to at least even go into a playoff was shoot one under on the back,
well,
but he shoots 2 over.
How far ahead was Kokrak to
a couple groups?
How much?
Because Kokrak was only 5 under going into the day.
Okay. Yeah, because he was. Yeah, so he made the cut. Yeah, shot 66 and then 65. Okay.
He was playing some really bad golf. He was losing his swing. He was trying to hit a cut and just pulling it left. And I was like, that's amateur.
And you don't see that from him. I don't think I've seen that from him ever. So that's
it's a pure ball striker as it comes.
Are we fading? Are we fading him this week?
I don't know. I still haven't really figured out how to best take that into consideration, like how someone finishes a tournament into the next one, because I feel like guys finish tournaments hot all the time and spend a lot of energy doing that, a lot of mental energy as well. And they come out sluggish.
And you know what? He's opened up he's the favorite for the RSM this week.
10-1.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
take that.
If it were me, I wouldn't bet on him to win, because it's hard to. I don't know. You played well the first few days. It's
at
hard.
What value
it's hard,
would you be comfortable taking him is the thing?
1,500.
Yeah,
probably close
14,
to
15.
Probably close to 2,000. If I had to say, if it was a
15-1, I'd probably take it. But 10-1 is that's not a lot of payout for
10
something.
10-1, and he's the favorite. If he was in a tournament with a better field, it might be different, just because he wouldn't be the favorite.
Field.
No, it's not. But Webb Simpson. It's not a great field.
Because Webb Simpson is made for courses like this.
He is made for courses like this.
I'll get into that a little bit.
Kevin Kisner.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into all
But I mean,
the talk.
speaking of tournament favorites, Phil Mickelson won on the senior tour this week, and I mean, he's always a tournament favorite whenever he plays there.
Do you know what the odds were? Probably not.
Probably not, but probably like
They
plus
had to have been like
550.
plus 200,
Yeah,
plus
I don't know.
100.
I don't know. Something low. I mean, it's just every time he plays in the senior event, he finishes in the top 5 or he wins. I mean, he usually wins.
We need to start knowing when he plays in a senior tour event and just betting the house on it.
I mean, yeah, but
I
but no.
completely agree.
But yeah. I mean,
well, not the house. Gamble responsibly, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is interesting to
More
see.
like throw $10.
It is interesting to see Phil. He's a rookie.
10 to 120.
He's a rookie on the senior tour, and he's 50 years old. So it's just weird to see that.
Is
and
he
like,
gonna
he
move
always dominates.
Is he win Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
He's gotta.
At 50 years old.
I wonder if
Rookie of
that's
the
a thing. Do they have a senior tour rookie of the year?
Is that even a thing? Is that even a thing on the senior tour? I doubt there is. I feel like you got. It's
you
hard
gotta
to call
ditch the term rookie.
Newcomer of the year.
Ford.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like even when they say like PGA Tour rookie, when some like guy somehow finds his way onto the tour, like on with a tour card, like off the Q school when they're like 45, you're like, rookie feels wrong. It doesn't sit right.
Well, it's like Randy Rosarino winning Rookie of the Year for baseball when he like had a breakout postseason last year.
Literally had a postseason in which he single-handedly took down the New York Yankees, like what feels like forever ago, because we were still senior fall, like seniors or senior, whatever. I can't speak, but
clearly,
and he wins the Rookie of the Year this year. Not golf talk.
Well, yeah. So just to answer your question, there is such thing as the PGA Tour Champions Rookie of the Year.
Okay, so he's got that unlocked, right?
Is he even eligible? He's played in like 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he is. He should be. Why not?
Well, maybe it's like maybe it is like an MLB thing. I don't know.
I mean, also one other thing about Phil Manning cast last night completely took that over.
Yeah.
He came onto the Manning cast and he was like hosting it.
I completely forgot I was on. I'm sad that I missed it.
Is it good?
It's all right. I mean, if you want to watch the game, it's probably not the best place to go if you're like totally locked into the game. But if you're just watching some relaxed football, a couple guests on, like, it's nice listening to the Mannings talk.
If it's
to some people.
So one of my friends said perfectly: if you're a fan of a team that's playing, you don't want to watch the Manning cast. But like if I was like, the Bears game was perfect because there was no Manning cast, and I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about it. Like, I was watching, I think it was like the Chiefs Giants, which I'm sure you're both watching the regular game. Like, I don't know. I had fantasy players involved. I'm like, all right, I'll watch the Manning cast. But Peyton is definitely, or not Peyton. Phil was definitely. the fact that I didn't watch it, I forgot I was on. But the fact that he was asking more questions, and he called Eli's swing cute. So that was really funny.
It was Phil took it over. He was like the host. Like, he came on and he became the host, and like it was funny.
What he does with everything.
It's just what he does. I mean, we'll see what happens during the match. I mean, to go into that, the match is approaching pretty quickly. It's next week, I think. So
talk about a segue.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jeek.
The segues are coming. Like,
they are coming.
I don't know. I don't understand. But the match is next week. That's coming, and Phil's going to be on that. He's going to be one of the. He's probably just going to be the host. I mean, let's be honest.
It's going to be him. It's you're watching the match for. Obviously, you're watching for Brooks and Bryson, but you're also watching for Phil and Charles Barkley on the call together. Like that. That's what you're watching for, and it is going to be. Like, I don't remember who else is in the set. It's
It's the day after Thanksgiving or the day before?
The day after.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's solid. That's like a.
Yeah, it's like a 12. It's only
like
12
one of the
holes.
most chill days of all time.
It is. You sit there, belly full of turkey,
leftovers.
Yeah. Don't worry about anything. There's no
flip between that and some college basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can't wait for this.
It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about that next week because we're in like a little bit of a dry period anyway. So we'll make next week the match episode.
Yeah. Maybe we'll all get out next week on the links. let's move on. Do we want to get into skins? Just talk some more about the RSM Classic. I feel like we kind of got it going there.
Yeah, but first, a word from Rowback.
You probably noticed us wearing some new Rowback merch over the past few episodes, whether it was the hat both me and Jake are wearing right now. Trevor has one as well. A pullover or a collared shirt. We're partnering with Rowback in 2021, and we couldn't be more excited. So head to the link in our bio, add the Rowback merch you want, and you'll get 15% off just by using the link. So enjoy and crave activity. Okay, skins. RSM Classic. We're down in Sea Island at the Plantation, the seaside courses. Is there anything specific we want to highlight about these courses?
Well, I guess you'll be playing one of each course on Thursday and Friday, and then after Friday's cut, they'll just be on the seaside course. Plantation course is 7,000 yards par 72. The seaside course is 7,000 yards par 70. So just something to look at. Bermuda greens, Bermuda grass, Bermuda everything. So
And it's kind of like an accurate.
Yeah, I would call it an
C-type
accurate
course,
man's
right?
course. Strokes gain approach. Guys who hit fairways. You don't have to be a long hitter to win this event. I mean, if you look at the past winners, Robert Strebs won this event twice. Kevin Kisner's always played well in this event. Ches Reavie could probably play well in an event like this. Guys like that usually play well. Webb Simpson, like you mentioned earlier. So, yeah.
All right, so I'll start. We got 4 skins on the line this week. We all didn't hit ours, and to be fair, I've been going with long shots. I have a little bit less of a long shot odds-wise this week. I personally am just excited to get into January, not only because the golf gets better, but also we're going to have a new kind of betting segment. We're going to be moving on from skins. It's going to be more like a pick'em format. Anyway, this week, so we talked about how, the guys like Webb Simpson, Ches Reavie, Robert Streb, guys who hit fairways and guys accurate. Corey Connors is an elite ball striker who, maybe guys that bomb it off the tee don't have as much of an advantage this week, but he also is extremely accurate off the tee, and he's an elite ball striker. So I'm going with him this week. I like the value at plus 2,200. I like that a lot more than like a Scotty Scheffler type, like 10-1. I think I like the value there. Yeah. And then the best bet this week is another long shot in terms of, it's more than plus 125. But I got Webb Simpson top 5 plus 330. Another guy that we kind of just highlighted.
Okay, I like it. I'll go next. I have mentioned him a little bit earlier, but Kevin Kisner. This is one of his types of courses. I mean, he won in 2015. He was a runner-up last year. Sea Island fits his game really well, so he's 35-1, and I just like Kevin Kisner. Kind of going with, one of those guys that usually plays well, course horse.
Not a bad pick.
No, and then another guy that I mentioned, I'm gonna go with the round 1 3-ball. Ches Reavie is plus 160 versus Lucas Glover and Landry. So once again, course fits well to his game. Might as well go with it.
Like it, our boy Chaz. I will go my winner, Brendan Todd. Also like to target him in some matchup and top 40 bets. Plus 6,000. Made the cut last 3 times in this event. In like that stretch of where he never made a cut, he made a cut here. So in 2020, he also finished 4th, and he finished top 10 last week. If I'm not top T11 last week. T11 also finished T22. T11 last week at a course where you need to be more accurate as well. So I'll go with him to win. And then best bet, Kevin Kisner to beat Mackenzie Hughes and Justin Rose. Like we said, Kevin Kisner is the definition of a course horse probably this week. His kind of course, plus 170. I need those skins so Jeek doesn't take the lead.
Yeah, this is a big week for you guys, unless I just kind of hop in there.
Maybe you'll win your Kevin Kisner round 1, and then Kevin Kisner will just win the event, and I'll just take all the skins.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate.
Yeah. Before we give our first round leader, I was thinking of a new segment we can do for the next couple weeks, or whatever tournaments there are, really, because I know there's a break. But we call it the Pin High Odds Boost of the week, and it's just an obvious winner. like we've been doing.
Obvious.
And we just give the obvious winner because the obvious winners have been playing well and have been winning. Because I was thinking earlier when we were like talking about like these obvious winners and stuff, it's like if we had our own sports book where we could like, like do some of those like kind of interesting like bets that they do called like random things, it'd be like the pin high odds boost, and it'd just be like the obvious favorite, like that. Not necessarily Scotty Scheffler at the top, but like somebody like that, like last week.
Yeah, I think I have a name that kind of sticks out to me as the obvious favorite. How
Is it
about
Harris
Harris
English?
English? Yeah, 25 to 1. He's a Sea Island boy. I mean, what more can you say?
Dude, wait, holy, what are the odds that the PGA Tour one comes up with the fact that they could start doing the Island Boy thing, like that trend on TikTok with the Sea Island boys? They're even clever enough to come up with that, and then if they do catch wind of that, overplay it far too much.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Would they really do they would never do anything like that.
Yeah, this is the PGA Tour we're talking about.
Yeah, true. Their social media is not good.
I mean,
that's something that like scratch golf.
We could have a TikTok of the Island Boys.
Okay, Jake, hear me out. If you can find a picture of Hudson Swafford, Harris English, and Pat
Mitchell.
Pat Gazar.
Is Mitchell?
Keith Mitchell.
And somehow put the Island Boy like hair and tattoos on him. I don't know how you could do that. Maybe there's honestly a website called like Island Boyify. I don't know. Where you just do it to somebody.
Probably not, but yeah, I'm sure that could be done. Yes.
And just like post that and tag somebody who's more willing to like retweet it or something, like like a foreplay, like a Homa Shane Bacon type, no laying up, like those kind of people that actually like would repost that type of thing.
Oh, they would. No laying up Shane Bacon. They would definitely. If we had something like that, like even someone similar, just like them with just like the.
All right, yeah. So what I'm gonna do?
If we had the hair on them.
Yeah, what I'm gonna try to do, if I have time, I will cut up this clip here that we just had, post that, and like on Instagram at least for the swipe, I'll have the image.
Okay.
And then we'll post it on other socials.
And we'll post the actual image and tag them.
Yes.
Because nobody wants to watch.
Like, no, I'll have the image first, and then you can swipe and watch.
They get it if they just see it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
God.
First round leader. Mito Pereira is what I put in. I feel like it just looks like a guy that can obviously he can go low. We've seen it before. He's like a guy at a course like this. I bet there's really good value on that. There's nothing up right now for first round leaders on the sports books.
Yeah.
Unless it's changed in the past 2 hours. But I bet his odds are like plus. I think he's like 60 to 1. So like I bet first round leaders somewhere similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna throw another name out there. I for some reason, I don't know why, I kind of like Justin Rose. I believe he's in the. Yeah, he's in the.
I think he's on RSM.
Like Justin Rose.
I think he's sponsored by RSM.
Yeah, I mean he's 50 to 1 to win the tournament. I don't know why, but I just like him this week.
All right, I see that.
That's not good because I don't know if you guys. I have him against Kisner in my bet.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw this down here. The DP World Tour Championship has a amazing field. Unreal field. I mean,
Rory, Morikawa, Fitzpatrick, Anser, Fleetwood, Sergio, Casey,
Zalatoris, Reed, Patrick Reed. Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Okay, what's Morikawa's odds?
Morikawa is plus 750.
Ooh.
And Rory's the favorite at plus 550.
You guys go with your picks first, and I'll think about it.
I have a Gazoon Tight, 35 to 1. He's a European Tour guy. He's won on the European Tour a couple times. He's just one of those guys.
Gazoon Tight, yeah. Oh, he missed his.
He missed
the
cut
when
you
picked him. Back. He missed a cut last week.
Yeah.
Literally, like I say, all this stuff about like how he hasn't missed a cut since like over a year ago, and he missed.
Honestly, should have bet him to miss the cut.
He probably should have. All right, next time we find a player like that who hasn't missed a cut in a long time, we'll bet him to miss the cut. And I have Paul Casey plus 2,000. Seems like a tournament. he wins and he doesn't win PGA Tour tournaments, so he might as well win this one.
Right.
Give me Patrick Reed. Just feels right.
I like it.
What are his odds?
He's down there a little bit, not like a lot, but 28 to 1.
All right, I like it. Yeah. It's good value on him.
I will say last week we did this with last week's tournament. I picked Min Woo Lee and he finished T2. So just saying.
Wait, I thought I saw he finished T8. No.
T4.
Oh, in
The Portugal Masters.
He finished T4 last week.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's get in the clubhouse to end the week. We didn't really know what to do, but we know that, that kind of off-season, like, dry periods coming up. Like, we've been, I feel like, hammering for the past, like, 3-4 weeks. So when we did that, was it over COVID that we did the course?
It was.
18-hole course. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you're still around after this much time from the 18-hole course, good on you, because I would get tired of listening to myself. But this time we're doing a 9-hole course, and it's going to be a par 3 course, just par 3s that we like. Should they be shorter par 3s, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter, just par 3s.
Just par 3s.
Yeah, we do have to think about this,
we're doing
though,
one
like,
this
in terms
week,
of order.
And then
What
2
kinda every week after that.
next couple weeks until we get to 9.
Yes. So
Are we thinking like an easier hole to start, or are we thinking like
I would say an easier hole? Like for example, let's not have like TPC Sawgrass like number 1. Like that's not the right hole to start on. But even though that would be electric, but yeah.
Pensioner.
I was thinking Pebble because like it'd just be a cool.
I was thinking Pebble
to a
you mean
course.
hole 7.
Yeah, 7's the one on Pebble.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I think that's too difficult with the wind.
I was thinking even the 17th. I was thinking the 17th hole, a Pebble, like the bacon strip green.
Yeah.
I think that might be more.
What about the 12th at Augusta as a starting hole?
I was thinking that's you really do. You have your yardage dialed?
I don't want that to be
for your first hole.
I don't want that to be my first hole though.
I feel like that's gotta be on there somewhere. I feel like definitely, but
it will be. It will be.
I'm trying to think of some
R3s.
iconic holes. What are some major venues?
I mean, there's a lot of Open Championship like par 3s that are sick, but like
Royal
St. George and Royal Port Rush, I remember a couple.
Were there any at Royal Melbourne?
That one I don't remember as well.
The third hole.
You know what? I got it. First hole, TPC Scottsdale 16, with the fans and stuff.
That's a perfect.
Yeah, that's cool. Walking out, you get your name introduced and everything like that.
Yeah,
and fans
that's
go crazy.
and it's
that's
not
cool.
not a terribly hard hole.
It's not a hard hole. Just that's like the ultimate like first tee jitters. Like you're on the first tee and you're. Yeah, with that crowd.
Yeah, Ryder Cup atmosphere type of first.
Good job, Jeek.
Yeah,
good job, Jeek.
I'm glad I found that one. Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one to start off on.
What is it like? 155, 154, like to the pen usually. I think
depends on where you put the tee box.
Yeah. I think it's usually like a 155 hole.
Not a hard hole.
Nice, he's like 9.
But
yeah.
That's
so. This week, Sea Island, I don't see just overall predictions for like how the tournament's gonna go. I mean, last year you saw like Robert Streb winning. I feel like I did watch the last round last year actually.
I do. I remember the playoff.
Yeah, I remember the playoff. So
yeah,
you could potentially see a good finish here because I feel like low scores sets up for like 2 guys to be kind of battling out at the end. Do we know what the winning score was last year for Robert Streb?
I can find that really fast.
RSM.
Can we do predict the winning score?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what they were.
It was 19 under. Him and Kisner went to a playoff.
I'm gonna say 17 under.
I was gonna say 18. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 22.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. I like that. Okay.
All right, and then next week we got the match. No.
Yep, next week we got the match. So.
And there's no event next week either, is there?
Is there?
Not for Thanksgiving, I don't believe.
No.
because they wouldn't do that they don't have golf on a Thursday of Thanksgiving.
No, that's right.
True. I mean, we'll be back with the
I
Hero
would.
World Challenge in 2 weeks,
That's actually that's really not a bad tournament.
and then we have a month
Oh,
off. So
Yeah, because the QBE shootout is the woat.
yes.
It's the worst. It's
I
an
will not.
awful tournament. No disrespect to Tiburon Golf Course in Naples, Florida, but tough scene. All right, but next week we got the match. That'll be a fun episode. Yeah, we can break down a lot there. There'll be a lot to talk about just in terms of who's going to win and actually, breaking down if we think it's going to be interesting or not. All right, we'll see you next week for that.